TV. My name is Kara Fry and I'm here with Rebecca Meyer, the Season 8 at-home winner of NBC's Biggest Loser. I'd just like to know, how did this experience change your life?
Well, to start, thank you so much for having me here.
Absolutely.
Being on the Biggest Loser and winning the at-home prize, for me, sort of just, my life began after going on the Biggest Loser. I now am an ISCA certified personal trainer, and when I won the at-home prize, I decided to do a 50 and 50 by 30 initiative, which basically means that in the next 2.5 years, I'm going to run 50 road races in 50 states by the time I turn 30.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, and so it's just sort of keeping the fit and active part of my life going by just sort of setting myself up for these races.
Sure, that's great.
Yeah.
So this kind of thing leads to projects and different kind of things. Do you have anything like that going on?
Definitely. From working with Wellmark in the Whip It 180 program, it was a 5-week program that ended with the Grand Blue Mile. It gave me the opportunity to meet a lot of really great people and help people just sort of realize that whether it's a mile or 3 miles or even a half marathon, it's something that you can, sign up for and train for. I'm working with the Iowa Food and Family Project and really been blogging and developing my website, RebeccaMeyer.com, and just sort of reaching out to a lot of fans and people from the show and to let them know that their journey can begin today, and it doesn't have to begin with the show or anything like that, that they can do it and be empowered by that.
That's great. And you say you're a certified trainer,
Yes.
so if people would like to get a contact with you, they can jump onto that website?
Jump onto the website, RebeccaMeyer.com, and figure out, you can see where I'm at. And if you haven't watched the show or you don't know my journey, then there's a lot of different places there that you can read about what I've done and what I'm going to be doing. So it's just pretty great.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, you have some stuff to show us here today?
Yes. Today, like we said, I'm a ISCA certified personal trainer, and during the Whip It 180 program, I met this lovely lady over here. Her name is Rachel Tallman, and in the last, what has it been, since March, Rachel has lost around 40 pounds, right? And just through working out and eating correctly. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, it's just been a lot of changing my eating habits and just integrating just healthy activities such as running and working out. And I've had just an amazing experience working with Rebecca and Daniel and some other trainers, and it's just been just a really great experience. It's so amazing just to see how easy it is to make simple changes and to really change, your whole life.
Well, and that's what we're going to do today, is showing you guys at home the small things that you can do. I would obviously want you to go out and, especially during these winter months, get a gym membership. There's lots of really cheap and inexpensive ones out there. But if it's not in your budget to do that, there's lots of different things that you can do at home. We've all have some sort of mat that our kids or friends or something like that have bought to tumble around, or maybe wanted to try out crunches as a, January 1 sort of kick. And during that time, you probably bought one of those Pilates balls or yoga balls, whatever you want to call them. So we're going to first show you how to stretch. I think that people underplay the emphasis on stretching. So Rachel knows these stretches, but I figured that I would introduce you to them, and since you do live a very fit and active life, it just would be something that maybe you could add to your workout regime, or just something that hopefully you at home can take away from. So we're going to start by high knee pulls. So starting on your left side, you're going to bring your left leg up and then just come down. Then right leg up and down. These are called, and I want you to keep continuing, left, good, and right. These are called dynamic stretches. What I would normally have my clients do when doing this is walking towards you, left, and then right, and then left, and so on and so forth. But there's something that you can simply do just standing in place if you don't have a lot of room. Let's do 2 more each side. Left, okay, and right. Left, good, and right. All right, the next one, when you're walking, the idea is for you to take a large step forward and then come back with your left leg coming up, grabbing it with your left hand. okay? What I don't want to see is that knee coming out over here to try it. You want to make sure that that knee is bent down so you don't pull in through that knee, okay? So even step forward, tap that knee together, all right? Step forward, tap that knee together, and then we'll just sort of take it back a little bit, keep doing the same thing. And you don't even need to even take that large of a step this time. With left, good. And if you can grab that ankle, go ahead and do it. Just make sure that knee is pointing down. Right. Nice. What this is doing, good. What this is doing is stretching in through your quadricep. This is a very common muscle, whether you're walking, running, doing a lot of different things, squats. Your legs are the largest muscle group in your body, and so you want to make sure that they're getting a proper stretch before you do anything, whether it's running, walking, or even jumping rope. All right, let's do one more each side. Left, good. Forward and right, nice. The next one is your hip stretch. This is something that personally, there we go. Personally, as a runner, my hips get aggravated if I don't stretch them properly. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your left foot and your left knee, you're gonna grab your knee and your shin and pull it up. And then come back down. Right leg up, same thing. You're not gonna grab your ankle or your foot because you don't wanna wrench into that knee again. So let's do the left side again. Nice, can you feel that stretch in through those hips? Good. So they're gonna continue to do the 2 more each side. Just like with the other ones, you're gonna make sure that when you're walking, it's balancing, stop. Make sure they're not trying to go too fast because you don't want to injure yourself by trying to take any stretches. Great. All right, the last and final of these large muscle group stretches is hitting those hamstrings on the back of the legs. A lot of times after walking up hills and everything, your hamstrings will get really tight. So one thing that you can do is, we call them the zombie stretches. All right, you're gonna have it's fall, it's a good time of year to have that out, right? You're gonna have your hands out, and we're not Rockettes. We're not doing high kicks. So you're just here, toe pointed back towards you, not out like that, not pointed out, up towards you, coming up, stretching all the way into the back, slow up, slow down. Left foot first and go up. Good. Nice. And right. Make sure you're breathing. Can you feel that stretch in the back of that leg?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
There we go. And right. Good. Left. One more. And right. These are also really fun to do while you're walking. If you aren't feeling it so much in the back of your leg during that one because you're maybe kicking it up a little bit high, I like to just do standard stretch where you use a lot of balance coming down and then back over. So that's something that's gonna hit the back of your leg if those aren't doing that for you, okay? The next one we're going to take control of those ankles, all right? Rachel, you've done a lot of running since you started your losing weight. Have you noticed things going on with your legs and your feet?
Yeah, when I first started running, I had a lot of problems with tight calves, and I also had problems with my arches and my ankles because I wasn't properly stretching. Ever since that I have been following what Rebecca has been telling me, I've just seen a great improvement in how my muscles work when I run, and it definitely helps you when you're going on those distant runs to make sure that your muscles are relaxed and being able to do what they're supposed to do.
Well, awesome, good to know. Well, Rachel is actually going to be running with me. She's signed up to run the IMT Des Moines Half Marathon. And so this is gonna be one of the runs that I do here in Des Moines. So what we're gonna do to make sure that we stretch those ankles is you're going to point those toes out. You're gonna go up on our toes, all right? And just walk forward and back. Forward and back. Good. One more time forward. What this is doing is stretching in through. You will feel this all the way up into your quads and even into your hips. All right. Now we're going to take those toes in. All right. And now we did the outside. Let's do the inside. So we're going to do a little bit of Pee Wee Herman going on here and back. Good. May feel a little awkward. I've actually had forward. There we go. I've actually had clients that have asked if I just like to see them walk funny, and they do actually have purpose in stretching out different parts of your ankles. And back. Good job. All right. So let's go up on your heels. toes out, and walking forward and back again. I know they may look a little funny and you may feel a little funny doing them, but one thing in forward that I want you to know when you're starting to work out or starting any sort of health regime is to have fun with your workouts. If you think it's silly, make a joke. One more time forward, ladies. And back, good job. Is, you know, find a buddy, find someone that you enjoy working out with and make it just a part of who you are and what you do. That's what I've had to do. All right, so last one. This one's probably the hardest one. On your heels, toes in, okay? So you're gonna keep those toes up. Good, and back. Not a whole lot of people walk like this. But for me, it really stretches in through my peroneal tendon. I actually had to have surgery one more time forward and back on my left leg a couple years ago. And so it's really essential that I make sure that I stretch so that my body can do what it needs to do. Well, since we've got two different, the mat and the ball, I can have each of you do something on one of them. So on the mat, have you ever done a plank before?
I have.
Okay. All right.
But so I don't know if I've done it right.
Well, that's what I'm gonna show you guys today is little things that you can do with your body weight and that aren't too high impact. So what we're gonna do when it comes to a plank, I'm gonna have you get down on all fours. Good. Now you're gonna come, rather than doing a yoga plank, we're gonna come down on your elbows. Good. You're gonna bring your toes back. Nice. Neutral pelvis, chin up. What she's doing here is making sure that she doesn't drop her hips too far down. There you go. Engaging in through that core. All right? We're gonna do 20 more seconds. All right? Good. Are you feeling it in that stomach?
I am.
That's where you're gonna feel it. What you don't wanna do is make sure that your hips are dropping too low because you don't wanna hurt that low back. All right, you're done, good job. All right, with Rachel, we're gonna do another core exercise and she's gonna do tabletop crunches. So this very last one we're gonna do. Rachel, I'm gonna have you lift that pelvis up, arms right up here, don't grab that neck, just crunch forward for 5, exhale. 3, slow and controlled. 2, last one and hold. Good, and come up. All right, well, hopefully these are some tips that you can use in your everyday life and the things you have at home. I'm Rebecca Meyer, and come visit me on my website. Thank you guys so much for today.
Thank you.